What if electricity was not invented in the 1800s? What if ancient civilizations were lighting rooms, electroplating metals, or conducting experiments 2,000 years before modern science claims it was possible? In a dusty museum storage room in Iraq, archaeologists uncovered a small clay jar. Inside it, copper, iron, and traces of acid. Some call it an accident, others call it impossible. But one question refuses to disappear. Was this the world's first battery? Welcome to Terra Mystica, where history is not what you were taught. Tonight, we explore one of the most controversial artifacts ever discovered, the Baghdad Battery. An object so simple, yet so advanced, that it threatens the timeline of human knowledge itself. And by the end of this video, you decide whether this was coincidence or proof of lost ancient technology. In 1938, near the ancient city of Baghdad, archaeologists uncovered a strange object. A clay jar, a copper cylinder, an iron rod sealed with asphalt. At first glance, it looked unremarkable, but when scientists examined it more closely, they realized something was very wrong. Because this device perfectly matched the structure of a simple galvanic battery. And even more disturbing, acidic residue was found inside. Acid, metal, conductive materials, all the ingredients for electricity. When researchers recreated the device using ancient methods, they filled it with vinegar or wine, and it produced measurable electrical current. Not powerful enough to power a city, but enough for electroplating metals or for ritualistic, medical, or experimental purposes. And here's the question that shakes everything. Why would ancient people need electricity at all? No wires, no light bulbs, no written explanation, unless this knowledge was once common and later lost. Do you believe this was intentional technology or just coincidence? Comment tech or accident below. Some historians argue it was used for religious rituals, producing mild shocks to convince followers of divine power. Others believe it was used by ancient craftsmen to coat jewelry with gold using electroplating. But skeptics insist no ancient text mentions electricity. Yet history has a habit of erasing knowledge. Libraries burned, civilizations collapsed, entire sciences vanished, and the Baghdad Battery may be a survivor of a forgotten age. This is not an isolated mystery. Across the ancient world, we find precision metalwork, advanced engineering, and technology that seems far ahead of its time. Could ancient civilizations have discovered principles we later rediscovered? Or is modern history simply uncomfortable admitting that we are not the first advanced society on Earth? If ancient people had electricity, what else do you think they knew? Sound? Energy? Medicine? Share your theory in the comments. I read every one. To this day, museums label the artifact as ceremonial, safe, non-controversial, comfortable. But unanswered questions remain. Why seal it so carefully? Why combine those exact materials? Why does it work at all? Some mysteries are not meant to be solved, only remembered. The Baghdad Battery may never be officially accepted as ancient technology, but history doesn't require permission to be true. Sometimes, the past whispers through forgotten objects, waiting for curious minds to listen. And maybe the greatest discovery isn't electricity, but the realization that human history is far older and stranger than we were told. If this story made you question everything you learned about history, you're in the right place. Like this video if you believe ancient knowledge was lost. Subscribe to Terra Mystica for forbidden archaeology and hidden truths. Share this with someone who loves ancient mysteries. And on your screen now, watch the next episode where we uncover another impossible artifact that shouldn't exist. Until then, stay curious, because history is far from finished. History didn't begin where textbooks say it did. If ancient knowledge was lost once, it could happen again. Watch the next episode on your screen now. Subscribe to Terra Mystica, because the truth is still buried.